In this video, I'm going to go through how to accept a payment from a patron. So we're going to look at Wile E. Coyote. We're going to click on Fulfillment, Manage Patron Services, and you would scan in the patron's card. And this is pulling up a pop-up window saying that Wile E. Coyote is blocked because he has a fine of $1.50. To get to the Patron Services page, you can either click Override or the OK button. Either of those buttons will get you to this page, and you will see a button that says Pay. If you need to find out what the fine is for, you can click on the fine amount link and scroll to the bottom, and you'll see that the patron has 2 overdue fines for 75 cents each. To get back to the page where you can accept payment, click the back arrow, and that takes you back to the Patron Services page, and you would click the Pay button. And on this screen, it does have the option where you can pay all fines or you could pay specific fines. So we're going to pay all fines, and next you would want to select the payment method, whether they're paying by check or cash. And you can add a comment in the box. Click on Send, and you'll get a message saying, are you sure you want to pay $1.50? And you'd collect the money from the patron and click on Confirm. And that will bring their balance to 0. Also, if you look at the Attachments tab in the patron's record, you'll see a list of all of the notification letters that they've been sent. And so by accepting payment, it immediately sends this fine fee payment letter to the patron. You can click the Actions button and view, and it'll pull up the letter that was sent to the patron, informing them that we accepted their overdue fine of $1.50. And it also displays any information that you type in the notes box, and that shows up on their letter. And also the note that you enter into the note box also shows up on the Analytics Cash Transactions report. And so when you run this particular report, it displays all of the cash transactions between particular dates that you enter. And any notes that you enter as you're accepting the fine is going to show up in the column labeled Fine Comment. And also, as you can see, the cash transactions that appear on this particular report are at least a day behind. So the transaction that we just completed will not show up on this report until sometime the next day. The next thing I want to go through is how to accept payment when a community card user comes up and they have printed out copies. So we're going to go ahead and override this. So Wile E. Coyote is a community card user and has printed out 3 copies, and we can add the fine to his account and accept payment. And so what we're going to do is we're going to click on the active balance amount, and then we're going to click Add Fine or Fee. This pop-up window will appear, and you need to change the fee type. Unless it's a library card replacement, you'll need to change that to one of these options. And the options are lost item process fee, lost item replacement fee, overdue fine, and photocopy service. So in this case, this user made 3 photocopies, and we're going to select the fine type and then the fee amount and click Add and Close. And you'll see that it updated the active balance to be 75 cents. And so now you can collect the money from the patron, and you would click the Pay button, and then you would add a comment. And then you would add your name and the current today's date to the comment field, and then click Send. You'll get a pop-up message that says, are you sure you want to pay 75 cents? And you would click Confirm, and then this would trigger a fine fee payment letter to the user, and it also updates the active balance back to 0. If you want, you can see the fines that a patron has paid by clicking on the active balance, and then at the bottom of the page you'll have a list of the fines that they've paid. These are the ones that are closed. If you click All, it would list the fines and fees that are active as well as the ones that are closed. And so you see the one that we just did, we just accepted the 75 cents just now, appears on the top here. And if you want to see the letter that went out to Wile E. Coyote, you click on Attachments. And then it's going to be the first report here, Actions and View. And this is the payment that was just received for the 3 photocopies. And this is the note that appears in the letter. This is the note that I added. And if you go to Analytics, Cash Transactions, you can run this report, and that transaction would appear on this particular report, and the notes that I added would appear in the fine comments column. Currently, we have a circulation desk labeled Desk Printer, and we also have one called Office Printer, and these are the 2 circulation desks that we have for Hightower. Both of the circulation desks are identical. The only difference is where the letters get printed out. So if you have selected your currently out location to be Circulation Office Printer, then any of the letters that come out would come out at Brenda's printer. And if you select Circulation Desk Printer, then all the print jobs would come out at the front desk. Otherwise, both of these circulation desks have exactly the same functionality, and the only reason we have 2 is that you can only have 1 printer per circulation desk. If you go to the configuration menu, on the side here, if you select the drop-down menu and change this to Hightower, you need to go to Fulfillment. You'll have a link under Library Management that says Circulation Desk, and this would be where the 2 circulation desks are configured. If we click on the Actions button and click on Edit, you'll see that you can control what options appear in the payment information drop-down menu. And so if currently we only accept cash and check, but we can add an option for credit card, debit card, and online if we chose to. If these two are, if none of these options are checked, that would mean that when you look at the patron services page, if the user had a fine, you wouldn't see the pay button here. So in order to get the pay button to appear, you have to have something selected under payment information. And so you see by adding that, it added the pay link, and now we can accept payment for this particular fine. If you ever need to see a list of all patrons who have fines, then we have a report for that, and it's called Patrons with Fines. And this is a complete list of all patrons that currently have fines of any amount. Another report that you'll find in here is patrons that have fines over $5. And with this report, you can actually specify whether you just want faculty or staff or students. So if you just wanted to see what community users, faculty, staff, or students had, you could just select the particular user group. And you see that currently we have no staff members with fines over $5. But we do have some students with fines over $5. And also some faculty members with fines over $5. If you're looking at a patron record and you're on the user details page and you select the Fines Fees tab, you'll be able to see what the active balance is for the user, and you'll also be able to see all of the fines and fees, and you'll see right here that the one on top is the most current, and that one is an active fee, and this will show you what the amount is.